phone, closed the camera app, and my video did save. So this will be part 2, I guess. We've formed a ball. Like, it's a thick, it's not falling apart, it's a meatballs. I can't find my ice cream scoop. I said previously, and I'll say it again, I do not like touching raw meat. Mince being the worst. So I've got my pan on like medium heat, and I'm just going to give it a tiny spray in some extra virgin olive oil. Just like a tiny bit. Just so my meatballs don't stick. And then I'm going to get like, I don't have gloves. I'm going to get my ice cream scoop, and I'm kind of just going to do like ice cream scoop kind of, no, they're a bit big. Maybe half ice cream scoops, because I'm going to have to form these with my hands. Just a little, just kind of half ice cream scoop size meatballs. Little form, gross. Really icked out by that, by the way. Hay fever season's getting to us. I've got more antihistamines in my cupboard than I haven't had in months. But we're getting there. And kind of just little meatball size balls. We're not really playing with those too much. I don't want to. And the less of the hand, the better. Kind of lost a bit of heat there, so I'm going to turn it back up a little. My mum was supposed to be joining us tonight for dinner, however got distracted and couldn't make it, so that's pretty typical for our family, to be honest. Bedroom door, the dog. I will finish these meatballs, and you can see Bailey, because honestly, more of my videos of Bailey have more views than anything else I've posted, so yes, my viewers as a cohort seem to like Bailey, which is really nice, because he's my best friend. And honestly, it doesn't matter if these fall apart a little, because I'm just going to put some sauce in there anyway, and they are going to simmer down for a few hours. My boyfriend won't be home until about 10 p.m, and I will wait for him for dinner. So, dinner's a while off. It's currently about 5 p.m, so, but 400 grams or 470 grams or so of mince is definitely enough for the two of us. It doesn't matter if the onion falls out of these, because there will be more onion in the sauce. And I am kind of just moving them around in the pan a little. Give me a little room for the rest. And I'm estimating that the 400 grams of mince will probably give me about 20 meatballs, based off of what's in my pan currently. That was a pretty good estimation. Actually spot on. Some are a little bigger than others, but nothing I'm stressed about. And if they fall apart, they fall apart. I'll just put the bits of onion and just add a bowl and just toss them in the pan. And obviously wash your hands. And if you've worked with me in a professional kitchen, I use paper towel. However, at home, tea towel's more accessible, less wasteful, and just easier. So that's what we're doing. And then just with a spoon, a spatula, anything you've got, you can just kind of give those a little toss. Well, I will get these flipped and I will give you a look. Or not, they're not cooked enough yet. They're just kind of falling apart a little. So as I said, some are bigger than others, no big deal. And Bailey's sitting well and truly out of the way, being such a good boy. So I'm going to turn this all the way up, just so I can get these cooking and get started on the sauce. For the sauce, I've got a tin of Woolies brand tomato soup, Woolies brand Essentials diced tomatoes, some garlic, and I'll just add a little more garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning, and I think that's it actually. Whilst I'm waiting for these meatballs, I'm going to try and figure out how the hell to use my new can opener, because I can not for the life of me figure it out. So any tips, comment down below, because it doesn't work. So what I do is I just go along the side and kind of pierce it with the sharp bit. Stupid, I know, but I don't have a can opener that works. And I will show you this does work. Kind of, and there we go. It's half open. I'm just going to give these a little shake and a toss. Anyone who knows me and my boyfriend knows I'm not picky. I'm not stressed if these aren't cooked all the way through, because they will be simmering in sauce for a few hours. So I'm just going to give them a toss. Kind of brown them up a little bit on each side. And please do, if you watch my videos all the way through, comment down below and tell me what kind of content you do like, because it really helps me figure out what I'm doing next. And don't get me wrong, I'm no professional chef, but I have worked in hospitality. I have worked in a kitchen. I've done all sorts of crazy stuff. So mostly I work in childcare. I've done a fair amount of hospitality work in kitchens and takeaway, doing burgers, cooking hot chips. He's confused because I'm talking to myself. So yeah, I don't do a whole lot of cooking videos, but if you want to see more, I cook every day. I think we've bought takeout twice in 3 weeks. It's usually when we go out. So it's actually 4 weeks this weekend since we moved. So that's really nice. I'm just adding my onions to the edge of the pan. I'm going to brown those a little. There was already some onion in there that's come out of the rissoles, like the meatballs. But either way, I'm not too concerned. I'm just going to add that in there. Going to add maybe a tablespoon or so. That's strong. Maybe a teaspoon or so, like a heaped teaspoon of garlic straight in there. And then I've got the hiccups. And then I'll wait till we get the sauce. I'm going to saute onions and garlic a little. And push it all to one side of the pan. I'm going to add in some sauce. So I've got the dressed tomatoes. That's going to heat that down. I'm going to add in the tomato soup. And then I'm just going to fill this about halfway with water. Give her a little swish and toss her in there as well. Because it will be simmering for a long while. It does have to make sure the rissoles are cooked properly as well. So I'm just going to incorporate the rissoles into the sauce very, very gently because my rissoles, like my meatballs, did stick together. So I'm very impressed. Now, they're not perfect balls by any means, but they're in there. And then just, I'm going to add some more Italian seasoning. Just a really generous amount. Honestly, it's probably maybe 2 teaspoons or so. And just because I am garlic and onion obsessed, I am going to add some more garlic and onion powder. No wonder I can see which one's which as the label's rubbing off them. Brand new spice jars from Temu, but the marker isn't permanent, so she's a moment. So I'm just going to give this a quick toss, and it's on medium heat, and I'm just going to put the lid on for it to simmer for a little while. I probably won't do a part 3 just because my video kind of did, I bumped it and dropped it and it happened. So I'm just going to leave that on like a low medium. I'm going to pop the lid on and we're going to let that simmer away for a little while. Probably won't do another video, but I guess I'll let you know when I do the next cooking video, probably tomorrow. We're doing tacos tomorrow. I'll let you know how the spaghetti meatballs turned out. Have a good night. Bye.